How about that? How about that? Yeah.
Swift, how was it?
Well, I'm a total Swiftie now.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift's world is buzzing, from bonding with Donna Kelce to wedding prep already in motion. First up, insiders say Taylor and Travis's mom talk all the time, their connection's genuine and effortless. Then, Liam Hemsworth shares how he accidentally became a Swiftie after catching the Eras Tour. Turns out even Thor's brother isn't immune to Taylor's magic. And while she's been going under the radar at Travis's games, it's not shyness, it's strategy. Next, wedding plans? Already rolling, possibly in Rhode Island with full family involvement.
One of my friends' friends is getting married at in Rhode Island on June 13th, 2026. The venue called her and said someone is willing to buy you out of your date. She said, no, I don't want to switch my date. They called her back and said they're willing to pay for her entire wedding and honeymoon to have this date. So they said yes and think it might be Taylor Swift.
Their holidays will be simple, sweet, and family-focused, a real change of pace. And finally, Joe Alwyn's reaction? Calm, classy, and quietly reflective. Pure British composure amid all the glitter. Taylor Swift isn't just writing love songs about Travis, she's vibing with his mom too. Yep, word on the street is that Taylor and Donna Kelce are basically besties in the making. The two talk all the time, like they've been in a group chat for years. They've got this effortless, genuine bond that's more than just my boyfriend's mom small talk. Think less awkward meet the parents' dinner and more let's grab coffee and gossip about life. Apparently Taylor adores Donna, and honestly, who doesn't? Donna's got that calm, supportive mom energy, the kind that could probably solve a crisis with just a plate of cookies. And turns out the feeling's mutual. Travis's mom absolutely loves how family-oriented Taylor is. Both of them are all about staying grounded and making time for loved ones, which in Taylor's whirlwind superstar world is no small feat. Now, if you've been keeping score, this isn't totally out of nowhere. Travis once mentioned that Taylor and his mom share a lot of similarities, and not just their taste in tight ends. He's always said both women have this crazy combo of warmth and ambition. You know the type, can charm everyone in a room and crush their career goals before lunch. Travis even reflected once on how his mom hustled her way up from a bank teller to a top spot in a big financial building, calling her one of the hardest working people he's ever known. Sound familiar? Yep, that's classic Swift energy. The woman built an empire off heartbreak songs and sharp business instincts. No wonder Donna's a fan. She probably sees a lot of herself in Taylor. And speaking of people falling under Taylor's spell, turns out Liam Hemsworth just joined the club too, and not quietly either. The guy went to the Eras Tour just to keep his fiancée Gabriella Brooks happy, and somehow walked out a full-blown Swiftie. Classic case of came for the girlfriend, stayed for the bangers. Liam ended up in one of those ridiculously star-studded VIP tents that look more like an Oscars after-party than a concert. Hugh Grant, Greta Gerwig, Tom Cruise, Ashton Kutcher, and yes, Travis Kelce himself all hanging out.
So we went to the show and we come into this tent and it's Tom Cruise and Hugh Grant and Ashton Kutcher and a whole bunch of Greta Gerwig was there as well. And
Fantastic.
Yeah, it was a pretty incredible little tent.
That's a VIP tent.
That's a VIP tent, yeah, and somehow I snuck in there.
While Taylor's tearing up the stage. You'd think that setup would be too fancy for chaos, right? Nope. According to insiders, the night went off the rails fast in the best way possible. Apparently one of Travis's buddies, Reggie, the ultimate hype man of the night, decided it was shot o'clock. He rounds up Liam, Hugh, Ashton, Greta, everyone within arm's reach, and suddenly you've got the most random A-listing drinking circle imaginable.
And one of Travis Kelce's best friends, Reggie, was there. And Reggie, we owe a lot to Reggie for that night and the fun that happened.
Liam's thinking he's just vibing at a concert. Next thing he knows, Hugh Grant's tossing back shots like he's back in a rom-com montage.
He came up to me and introduced himself. He goes, "Hey man, I'm one of Travis's boys." And I'm like, "Oh, nice to meet you, man." He's like, "We're doing shots." And I was like, "All right."
And get this, after Hugh joins the fun and strolls off, Reggie apparently asks who that guy even was. Liam's just standing there like, "Mate, that's Hugh freaking Grant." Imagine explaining British acting royalty to someone while tipsy at a Taylor Swift concert. Peak 2025 energy right there.
And Hugh Grant comes over, and I sort of assumed he was like, "Oh no, I'll stay out of it," sort of thing. And he was like, "All right, yeah, we're doing shots. Let's do it."
Yeah, Hugh Grant did it.
Yeah, so Hugh Grant did it. We did this shot, and then Hugh Grant walks away, and then Reggie's like, "Who was that guy?" I was like,
He's a legend.
Yeah, that's Hugh Grant. He's one of the best actors of all time. He's British royalty.
Yeah.
But while Liam Hemsworth was getting his honorary Swiftie badge, Taylor herself was pulling a full-on disappearing act at Travis's games, and not because she's suddenly shy. She's just dodging the chaos. Turns out she's been keeping things low-key at NFL matchups lately, and insiders say it's all about one thing: security. Apparently Taylor's had her share of stalker drama lately, and she's not taking chances. This year she wants peace, privacy, and probably one game where she can cheer without a camera zooming into her face every 5 seconds. So instead of her signature grand stadium entrances, she's going stealth mode, sneaking in behind screens, ducking cameras, basically doing Mission Swift possible just to see her man play. And look, can you blame her? Between the NFL's obsession with turning her reactions into live content and fans tracking her every outfit, it's no wonder she's toning it down. She's still cheering loud enough to wake Arrowhead, just doing it from a more discreet spot. She's not hiding, just vibing without the circus. Think Taylor cheering from the bleachers energy, not center of the broadcast universe energy. Even so, the cameras can't resist. She was still caught swooning when Travis hit his 100th career touchdown, a massive milestone that only 4 tight ends in NFL history have pulled off. And because this is Taylor we're talking about, Travis celebrated by busting out her dance moves from one of her music videos. That's right, the man did a little Fate of Ophelia jig on the field, and the internet practically imploded.
Travis Kelce celebrating. Little glance.
And just when you thought Taylor had gone full stealth mode, boom, we're talking wedding bells. Insiders say Taylor and Travis aren't just playing the long game anymore, they're planning the big one. Apparently, while Travis is tackling linebackers, Taylor's tackling seating charts. Wedding prep has officially kicked off, and things are moving faster than a Chiefs 2-minute drill. Both of them are apparently knee-deep in the planning. Yep, Travis too. Insiders swear he's adorably involved, which probably means he's Googling romantic flower arrangements that still look manly. And Taylor, she's in her element. She's basically turned this into her next creative project. Mood boards, playlists, lighting vibes, the whole aesthetic. Picture her sipping coffee muttering, "No, beige napkins are too emotionally beige." And here's the kicker. They might be saying I do next summer in Rhode Island, at her coastal mansion that basically looks like a Nicholas Sparks movie set. You can already picture it. The ocean view, the golden hour lighting, and Travis crying into his tux, while Taylor's squad tries not to smudge their mascara.
One of my friends' friends is getting married at in Rhode Island on June 13th, 2026. The venue called her and said someone is willing to buy you out of your date. She said, no, I don't want to switch my date. They called her back and said they're willing to pay for her entire wedding and honeymoon to have this date. So they said yes and think it might be Taylor Swift. June 13th is the only 13th that falls on a Saturday. And it's near her house in Rhode Island. And obviously 13 is her lucky number.
Sources say they're not into dragging this engagement out either. They want to get married and start a family soon. You can practically hear Donna Kelce squealing with grandma energy already. Their families, fully merged. We're talking Kelce's, Swift's, and their entire friend universe, all one big chaotic glitter-covered family now. Travis's folks apparently treat Taylor like she's been part of the crew since birth, and the feeling's mutual. Word is their nights in are total domestic bliss, cooking together, picking what to stream, and pretending they'll only watch one episode. And now that the wedding planning boards are filling up faster than Taylor's Grammy shelf, the couple's already setting the tone for the holidays. And no, it's not Winter Wonderland Celebrity Edition. Taylor and Travis are ditching the glitz and glamour this season for something way more their speed, a cozy, chill, low-key family hangout. Think matching pajamas, hot cocoa, and Travis trying to assemble a gingerbread house like it's the Super Bowl. Everyone assumed their first holiday season as an engaged couple would be some wild jet-setting affair. Private jets, snow-covered European castles, elves on payroll, the whole deal. Word is they just want peace, quiet, and people who don't ask for selfies at the dinner table. Both of them are all about that normal life energy lately, cooking together, scrolling Netflix, pretending to debate what to watch when they already know it's The Office. The plan? Keep it simple. No major travel, no extravagant parties, just family, love, and maybe a Chiefs game playing in the background. Because of Travis's NFL schedule, they're reportedly splitting the holidays, Thanksgiving in Dallas when the Chiefs face the Cowboys, and then back home to Arrowhead for the Christmas Day matchup. Basically, it's turkey, touchdowns, and Taylor yelling at the refs from a VIP box while holding a cinnamon latte. And when the holidays calm down, they'll be right back to what they love most, staying in, cooking dinner, and figuring out which one of them forgot to take the laundry out of the dryer. No drama, no spotlight, just two megastars living that quiet domestic dream life. But while Taylor and Travis are busy planning cozy holidays and a wedding straight out of a Pinterest board, not everyone's popping champagne just yet, especially one certain ex. Joe Alwyn's been getting hit with those "your ex just got engaged" headlines like surprise pop quizzes. After spending 6 years with Taylor, the guy's probably feeling some type of way, seeing her glowing, giggling, and saying fiancé like it's her new favorite lyric. Now, Joe's not throwing darts at a photo of Travis or anything. He's apparently handling it with the calm British grace of a man sipping tea and pretending he's unbothered. Insiders say he genuinely wants Taylor to be happy, which sounds nice, but also kind of like what you say right before scrolling her engagement photos at 2 a.m. Still, no bitterness, no shade, just quiet acceptance. Joe's basically in his namaste and move on era. Apparently he hasn't reached out to her either, not even a casual congrats mate text. Insiders say it's not out of spite, he just doesn't see the point. He's been off the radar since the split, living that mysterious indie actor life while Taylor's breaking stadium records and melting the internet every Sunday. It's wild to think how different their worlds were. Back then, she and Joe were the definition of low-key. Blink and you'd miss them. Private dinners, secret writing sessions, barely a selfie in sight. Fast forward to now, and she's in the stands at NFL games screaming for touchdowns while Joe's rehearsing Shakespeare lines and dodging tabloids. Talk about a genre shift. Sources say he's staying focused on his work. His new flick with Julia Roberts is apparently in post-production, and he's already been diving into another artsy film. He's channeling all his ex energy into cinema. That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.